Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Blessing Oji, and if this is your first time here, you're welcome. And if you've been here before, thank you for coming back. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys some of my favorite Korean movies. I did this last time and you guys really loved it, so today I just thought I should share some of my favorite Korean movies. You guys know how much I love Korean movies. I feel like each time I come here, I always say the same thing. I love their movies so much. I love everything about them. So today I'll be sharing with you guys some of my favorites. Now I can't mention all of them because I feel like I have to tell you guys what the movie is about just a little bit so you guys will have an idea. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please guys do so. If you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. Turn on your post notifications so you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. Let's get right into the video. I'm going to insert like little clips on here. I'm not going to show you guys too much because YouTube can flag me, so I'm going to show you guys little clips. All these movies I'll be talking about here, they are all on Netflix. So the next one is 20s Again. This story is about a young girl who was living with her grandmom. So this girl was still in like high school when she met this man she fell in love with, and she got pregnant for him. So I think they got married and they moved out of Korea, South Korea. So when she got there, like there was really nothing happening for her. She had no friends around, so she was more like always on her own, taking care of her child. Years later, she came back to South Korea and her husband was asking her for divorce. So around that time, she went to the hospital because she was sick. So the doctors said something about she having a terminal illness. So she started thinking of ways to like live her life to the fullest because she felt like she missed out on everything. When she went to university, she started doing all that, and while she was there, she met this other guy that was in love with her in secondary school. Mind you, the husband was having an affair, so the whole idea was for him to divorce his wife and then move on to this other person. So long story short, this movie is a drama, romance, comedy, and it's really nice. Check it out and tell me what you see. The next one is It's Okay Not to Be Okay. Guys, this movie is by far, I'm not going to say by far my favorite because I also have some that I really like, but this movie is really nice too. This movie, I was not expecting. The storyline was something I wasn't expecting, honestly. This movie is a movie about this girl. So this girl has a mother, and her mother is a writer, but her mother is one of those people that don't like seeing other people happy, so she does not want anybody to be happy, and she always put this thing in her daughter's head that she should not get close to people. She does not want to see her daughter with people. She's always like, you're a princess, you shouldn't be friends with anybody, you shouldn't be this and that. So the girl kind of grew up with that, and she met this boy while they were still young, and this guy also had his own issues. He had an elder brother who was autistic, which he had problems with because anytime the brother would do something, he's always the one to be blamed, and his mom would always tell him that he was born just to take care of his elder brother. So that kind of made him feel bad because nobody was giving him attention. So he was basically growing up on his own, like he was with the mother and everything, but nobody was giving him the type of attention he wanted. So they grew up, they met each other. The girl became a writer, and this other guy was a caregiver at a psychiatric hospital. From there, she started hitting on him. She started like hitting on him. Like, this girl did not give up. She was not about to play with the man she loved. Like, this movie is really nice. I love the storyline. I wasn't expecting what I saw. I was expecting it to be something boring, but nah, it's not. If you give it time, the beginning might seem a little bit complicated, but if you give it a little time, you're going to understand every single thing. It's a really nice movie. I think you guys should watch it. I recommend 100%. Like, this movie, I'm still going to watch it again. Like, that's how much I love this movie. I really love it. I'm still going to go back and watch it. So guys, the next one is Coffee Prince. Coffee Prince is a really nice movie. Like, I tell you guys this for free. I'm one of those people that did not watch this movie when I'm supposed to, because this movie is an old movie. So it's about this guy that is from a wealthy family, so he was always living this lavish lifestyle that his grandmother did not like. So she got to this point where she was sick and she was given a period of time to leave, so she had to like do everything possible to get him to behave, because like he's the only grandchild she has. So the grandmother started trying to get him like a wife to be with, so he's always going on blind dates, and this guy did not like the idea, so he will always look for reasons not to. Like every girl he has been given, he always finds a reason to like leave. So he met this girl who he thought was a guy, because the girl is into, like, she's just a hustler, like she doesn't care about anything. Her dad is slave, so it's basically her mom and her sister, so she does everything to just like make sure everyone is okay, and she dresses like a guy. So one of these days when his grandmother would hook him up with a girl, he was looking for a way to live, because his grandmother gave him like a rule, like you're not to make mistakes this time around. So he had to like look for a way to ruin the whole thing, because he's always using the same thing, and each time he uses it, the girls never listen. So he called this girl and he was like she should be his partner. So now it's not like partner as boy and girl, but as boy and boy, because he didn't know that this girl was a girl, and the girl was desperately in need of money, so she was not even about to like expose herself. So everything went well, and from there they started getting close. I don't want to tell you guys so much, I feel like I've said a lot, but you guys should definitely check this movie out. I really love it. Like they showed us all those sweet hot kisses that we love to see. So guys, the next one is The Third Charm. So this movie is about two people, a guy and a girl. They were still in college, but the girl dropped out because her family could not take care of her. Her brother was still hustling, so she had to start learning hair making, like how to make hair. So this other guy who was in school, his family, they are doing quite well, so they both had like different personalities. This girl is like the loud one, she's friendly and stuff like that. Meanwhile, this other guy was just like a nerd, like was just the calm guy, nothing serious. So somehow they got on a blind date and they liked each other. So something happened and they broke up, and they met 12 years later. So now they were like 27 years each, so they started getting close to each other, started from where they stopped. Like this movie was like a different storyline for me. Like they knew what they wanted from the start, and they just went with it. Like they were not trying to hold things down, but along the line they started having issues. But it's a nice movie, honestly. It's just like a different story. This movie is a nice one, you should definitely check it out. It has comedy, drama, and a little bit of thriller. So the next one Was It Love. This movie, I actually finished it today, so it's a nice one. It's about a girl who was 23 years. So she had this guy that she was into, like they were dating and stuff like that. They had like a misunderstanding that they didn't have time to like settle. So this girl got pregnant and she left the guy, and they met 14 years later, and the guy had become like a writer, and he wrote stories about their love life, how the girl abandoned him. Like he wrote a book bad mouthing the girl, literally. She wanted to be a producer, like movie producer. So after a while she got into the whole movie producing thing, and from there the guy started trying to fix things. So there was this guy that she's older than, and there was this other guy who was into her badly. He loved her even before she met her ex-boyfriend, and there was this other one which is a loan shark. So she had like 4 men to pick from, like a lot of work. This movie is a really nice one. I think you guys should definitely watch it. It's really nice. I love it. And the next one I'll be talking about is The Word of the Married. Guys, when I was watching this movie, I was boiling, literally. The storyline is a really nice one. I love it, but you know this thing that you're watching a movie, you're angry at what's going on, but you still love the movie so much that you want to know what's going to happen. That's the case with this movie right here. It's about a lady who was married, but this man was having an affair, but she didn't even know, because he would travel, come back, and they would still have like a good sex, have a good time together. Everything was going well. They had a son. So this lady is more like the one taking care of everything. So what her husband does is to like manage her account. Meanwhile, this man was just using this money to be taking care of another girl. He is into movie making, so he was always using all the money he gets to put into this movie, and there was nothing coming out of it. So meanwhile, this guy was having an affair with another girl, a younger girl, who he was promising to divorce his wife for. I don't want to say much. You guys should definitely watch this movie. This movie is really nice. It's going to frustrate you, let me just put this out there, but then again, it's a really nice one. I think you guys should watch it. So the next one, which is the last one, is the K2. I'm going to leave it on the screen. This movie is a nice movie. If you guys have watched Hila, you know that cute looking sumptuous honey kind of guy, he's the one. So he, according to the story, he was in a military. I can't remember which country he was in, but he left, so he became like an escapee. And you guys know that when like a military person leaves without like retirement or anything, there's always this problem, especially if they have like some kind of dirty work and they don't want the person to expose them. They always have issues with letting that person go. So there was this girl he was dating in that city. These people killed her, and that really pissed him off, and that was why he left them. So he came back to Korea, and when he got back to Korea, he got a job as a bodyguard. He was a bodyguard to this girl who her father is really rich, but her stepmother, I think she was always having issues with her stepmother, and the girl was like in trouble. Like they had to protect her because people wanted to get at her. So from there they started falling in love and stuff like that. Guys, this movie is really nice. I think you guys should definitely watch it. So guys, I've come to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. Turn on your post notifications so you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. And yeah guys, I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.
Is it me?